What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. So we were gonna have a 400 Legend magazine test video today, but we apparently have some bad 400 Legend ammo, so the video is a total mess. Sorry for that, but despite it being a total mess, we have some information that you need here. Basically, we encountered a squib load during our normal testing. We don't bullcrap you on this channel. We tell you how it is, like it is, all the time. We're not paid by anybody, so we have no reason to lie. And a lot of times you don't get to see the truth, but we're gonna show you the truth today. As we were going through some testing, we encountered a squib load. This is brand new 400 Legend factory ammo. I have some sort of a bug friend here with me today. 400 Legend ammo that just came in the mail. It was brand new. It wasn't contaminated, didn't sit outside, didn't sit in the gun until about 5 minutes before we were testing it, or 5 seconds before we were testing it, and boom, we had a squib load. Now you're gonna see in the video that I really didn't think it was a squib load at first because it didn't make a sound. A lot of times with squib loads, and for those of you that don't know what a squib load is, it's when the primer is struck, something happens in there enough to generate power to get the bullet lodged in the barrel, but it doesn't completely exit the barrel, and usually it involves a whole bunch of unburnt powder. So sometimes just the primer goes off and there's no powder in the case, or sometimes there's something wrong with the primer, the powder, or both, and then that doesn't create the energy to get the bullet out. Or maybe someone loaded it too late. There's a whole bunch of reasons, but the bottom line is you usually hear a pop. All I heard basically was the firing pin hit, I thought. I guess looking back on the video now, I can hear just a little bit something more, but I didn't know it was a squib load, and it was a mess. The bullet was lodged in there. We had to beat it out. You're gonna see pieces of that. And then there's powder all over the place. And now, ultimately, unfortunately, I can't trust this ammo. I have a few boxes of this stuff right now, and I'm actually probably gonna go through and pull every bullet of it because I can't trust it. And I want the cases, I wanna be able to reload it, but I don't wanna fire it in my gun because a squib load that makes it even farther down the barrel, let's say it gets right about to the middle of the barrel, they can wreak havoc on your gun, and it's a real pain in the butt. So I don't want to go there, but I need to tell you guys what happened, and I need to let you guys know that if you're planning on using this 400 Legend factory ammo, I guess there's a possibility that you too could have a squib load. There's going to be some people out there that said no matter what, they'll say no matter what, that I've done something wrong and it's my fault. Or they'll say that I'm lying, or they'll say I tried to sabotage the whole situation or something like that. I promise you that's not the case. Anybody that's watched my channel long enough knows that we don't bullcrap you. The reason that some things go wrong on this channel, we seem to have a maybe higher than normal rate of failures with certain things, is because we do shoot the guns. We shoot the guns a lot. We put them through some adverse testing every now and then, but no matter what, we bring you the truth. So with that being said, I'll roll in some footage of what we went through. I'm not gonna make you guys go through the whole failed magazine testing video. That one's scrapped for now. But you guys will see what happened, and it's unfortunate because I had a lot of testing I wanted to do with the factory ammo. More distance testing and gel testing, things like that. Gel testing at distance. But it's not gonna happen right now because I can't trust it. I'll go ahead and pull it and I'll reload it, but I'm not just gonna fire it not knowing if it's gonna go off or not. So with all that being said, try to enjoy this total mess of a video, but at least you got the information out of it. Be careful with the new 400 Legend cartridges. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. 400 Legend testing time, but today specifically it's 400 Legend magazine testing time in conjunction with the 400 Legend factory ammo, the 215 grain PowerPoint bullet going at 2,250 feet per second out of the muzzle. This is the ammo we're using today because this is the only available factory offering so far. They don't have any other actually commercially available 400 Legend that I know about. So in the comments we've had a lot of advice and a lot of questions about magazines in this platform with this cartridge. I'm going to show you an example of 3 different magazines and how they handle loading up this round.
For all of our sanity, I edited out a whole bunch of blah 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 blah.
All right, now let's go to the 350 Legend that we know usually works. We use it all the time. All right, with bolt open, hopefully we have better luck this time. Definitely seated, drop the bolt, and then check it. Yep, there's definitely one in there, and it's seated nice and easy. We're about 40 feet, 45 feet off that target. Safety off. And we got some sort of a light strike there. So we're having a heck of a day with 400 Legend today. Okay, I don't know how this is gonna edit into this video or the next video that I'm gonna have to make, apparently, but we are at a complete WTF moment right now with this ammunition. Take a look at this. I kind of have to investigate this further, but you guys are going to see it as it happens. You just saw me have a basically light primer strike, in my opinion, I thought, because there's the primer, it has a hit, and I didn't have anything go off in the gun, so I followed the rules of waiting a second, and then I unchambered this round to see the strike, and this is what I found. This is a little bit disturbing, so unless I'm missing something real quick, let's go ahead and dump this out and see what we have here. We don't have a projectile. What we have here is a lump of deformed powder somehow. Something bad happened here. So we have powder that is yellow on one side and it's loose and dark on the other. This is, there's small powder here kind of collected up here on this edge. Maybe some bigger particles on that side. Sorry, I'm not talking right. I'm very confused right now. And then this happened. I think this has got to be some kind of contamination or moisture, some sort of oil. I mean, there's the strike, so that's not a light primer strike. That primer did not go off with a significant hit. And this cartridge is dirty on the inside where you can see it sticking to the walls. And then there's a mixture of this yellow sandy looking powder mixed with the dark, normal charcoal looking powder. I'm assuming the projectile is lodged in my barrel because, like a bullet puller, it probably kind of threw it out with kinetic energy. So I'm gonna stumble through that here on camera just so you guys see it in real time. The bolt is dropped. And I'm gonna take a look down the barrel and see what we have. A big mess on the bolt face of powder. And there's definitely a bullet in there. And a bunch more powder dropping out. So I'm gonna have to go get a rod and shove that bullet out of there. All right, I have a rod. I mean, it shouldn't be stuck in there too bad. Stuck in there pretty good. Wow. Let's try it this way. It's not going good today. Well, something broke free. My cleaning rod broke. There we go. So I had to absolutely mangle that thing to get it out of there. All right, now that we're inside at the reloading bench, I'm gonna pop the primer out of here. I had a feeling that this yellow part just looked like unburnt powder, but it's weird how it lumped together and I smell it now. We do have a primer that went off. We didn't hear it, we didn't feel it, but there was just way too much tension in that bullet that was stuck in the barrel for that primer not to have gone off. So let me go ahead and pop the primer real quick. So there's the primer and it has definitely gone off. All right, I have to be my own cameraman, so hopefully this all works out. I have some powder reserved back in that container. We'll push that off to the side. And then I have a good pile of that powder here on this piece of wood. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if it flames. I'm gonna take the lighter to it here. We're gonna see if it lights, and if it lights, we'll at least know that the powder was viable. If it doesn't light, we know there could be something wrong here, or if it lights erratically or something. So no perfect science here, just gonna put a lighter to it. It's a little bit windy, and sorry about all the noises in the background, but just trying to accomplish some science here. So the big chunk burned, and the rest of it burned. So the powder did go off. I don't know if that was the burn rate it was supposed to have, but it was flammable. So I'll tell you right now, I was planning on hunting a deer with this because I wanted to bring those results to you, but if this is what happened after I lined up on my deer, I'd be pretty upset. And this ammunition came to my house, sealed up, no problems, not in the rain or anything like that, no damage to the packaging, and came from a very large, very big, very nice company that I really trust a lot. It's nothing they did. This had to have come from the factory like this. There's no way. This ammunition was not sitting in this gun. You can't blame this on oil in my gun or anything like that. This was a virgin package of 400 Legend ammo, and we have a problem. So this is the mess we currently have with the 400 Legend. Things are down and we got to figure this out. I'm not going to keep continuing with this test because I don't want to do anything bad here with ammunition. I don't know what the status of the rest of this ammunition is. I don't want to have anything blow up, or I don't want a squib load halfway down my barrel. It was hard enough to beat that out of the barrel, and that didn't even fire off. Let me know in the comments what you think about the new to me 400 Legend ammo debacle. I don't know if this has anything to do with why these rifles haven't come out yet, but something's going on, and it could be ammo related. I'm not sure. I'm gonna call a couple friends who know more about reloading and loading in general than me, and I'll try to get to the bottom of it. I'll report back to you if I know anything, but for now, you know, this is an interrupted test. I guess we're just gonna have to get back to the whole magazine thing because I gotta figure out the ammo thing. Unless I'm making a hand load for this now, I'm not trusting factory ammunition, which is bonkers. And isn't that just funny how this works out? I can trust hand loads. People knock on hand loads and reloads. I will definitely trust any of my hand loads 100, 1,000, a million times more than I'm gonna trust one of these factory 400 Legend rounds at the moment. Unfortunately, but it's the truth. Ain't reliable. Ain't reliable. Well, there you go. Like I told you, it was a mess of a video, but at least we got the information. We had a squib load on camera. We have to share it with you. I'm going to go ahead and pull these bullets apart, like I said, and I'm going to reload them with new primers, new powder, because I have a good recipe for this. But I'll let you know if I see any compromised powder while I'm doing that, if I see any oil contamination or any moisture at all. Maybe I'll try to set some of the primers off just to see what happens. So we have plenty of 400 Legend testing to do, just not with factory ammo for now until I get this figured out. Hope you enjoyed this video as much as you can for a failure video, and until we see you next time, stay safe, have fun, and keep shooting. But make sure your ammo actually fires.